CWW is upon us. We've spent time in advisory this week preparing for the trip with our students, making sure that everybody is ready. No doubt this weekend you'll spend some time packing. I've got to actually look at that packing list for the grade A trip I'm going on, make sure I have everything. And as I was chatting with kids this morning about CWW, a couple sixth graders were just like off the charts excited, talking about the water park and how great that's going to be. One of them was talking about the hotel stay and described it as a sleepover with his advisory. And I thought, yeah, that's sort of what it is. You're not all in one room. You're split by gender, but okay, sure. Yeah, it's like a sleepover with your advisory. And no doubt, as you're processing the week to come with your kids this weekend, there'll be some worry that they feel about this trip, and that's normal, and it's actually good. We want kids to push themselves beyond what they're comfortable with in this trip, and spending time away from their family might be something they're not comfortable with. Spending a considerable amount of time outdoors maybe isn't something they're comfortable with. And at this weekend, as you're talking with kids, your response to their worry will impact how they feel about the trip. And so there are two sort of common ways parents respond, and both of them come from the right place. They come from this place of care. And the first is when your child says, "Oh, I'm really worried about having to sleep away from my family." The first is to dismiss it and to say, "Oh, you don't need to worry. That's okay. It'll be fine. Kids do it every year." And the impulse is a good impulse there as a parent. We're like, "Oh no, your worry isn't something you need to worry about. You can do this." And in our mind, it feels like a productive response. What your child hears though is, "My worry isn't important to my parents. My feelings aren't valid." And over time, if you have that response regularly, your child will stop sharing their worries with you, because they'll say, "Oh, my parents don't listen. They don't understand. They're telling me not to worry." So you don't actually want to respond that way. The other extreme is when your child comes and say, "Oh, I'm really worried about staying away from you in a hotel." Say, "Oh yes, that's going to be so hard. That's going to be so hard for you." And to just empathize and empathize and empathize. And it feels like you're saying to your child, "I hear you. You're right. This will be hard, but you can do it." But what it actually does is it raises the anxiety of your child. And so they're going, "Well, I was worried, but now my mom or dad are worried too. I should be really worried." And so what you want to do is you actually want to find the middle ground on this one. So as your child states what they're worried about, you want to just affirm the feeling. Just name that feeling back to them. Say, "Oh, so you're really worried." And likely that will then get them to talk a little bit more. And when you name the feeling, they feel heard and they're actually able to move through it more easily. So, "Oh, you're really worried about staying with your advisees." "Yeah, and then they'll talk a little bit more. And you just want to keep them talking. And so sometimes just going, "Huh," will be enough to get them to continue to talk through it. And by letting them talk through it without a value judgment, it will make them feel heard. It will help them process what they're going through. And at the end of the day, they're going to be more likely to share problems or concerns or worries with you in the future if they don't feel like you're dismissing them or judging them, or if you don't escalate them even further. And both of those impulses, they come from a place of care, and they feel, as a parent, I've done both, and they feel like they're the right thing to do. But really, you want to just listen to your child this weekend when you ask them what they're excited about, what they're worried about. You want to name the feeling they're feeling. "Oh, you're really excited," or "Oh, you're a little stressed about that." But you don't want to dismiss them, and you don't want to hop on that roller coaster with them. And what you'll do is you'll actually prepare them better for a great week at CWW.